Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And thank you, Hindi team. Now we are moving to English session. Today is our 1358th day of uninterrupted webinar. Thank you all the participants for your enthusiasm and interest for daily joining our webinar. And thank you all the faculties, those who are coming here to teach and sharing their knowledge here. Thank you so much. And today's our guest is Dr. Javed Akhtar. He has already taken many classes for us, and we all know him very well, even though I'm giving a brief introduction about him. He's BHMS, BSc in Clinical Psychology, and MPhil in Physiology, and he was ex-member of National Council for Homeopathy and ex-chairman of the Professional Development Program of Homeopathy in Government of Pakistan, and he's a person of exploring in the work of homeopathy, and many years of teaching experience he has. And today's our topic is inference of rubrics, and I'm welcoming Dr. Javed Akhtar. Sir, please welcome. Oh, you are. I'll make you as a co-host. Sorry. Sir, now you can share your.
Okay. Good evening. Homeopathic well wishers, doctors, and especially IFPH team. Today is the 358th session. Really, I'm grateful to all the team and all the participants who really you deserved it. Okay, really, you are doing the homeopathic promotion. I'm grateful. Today's the session is a very different and unique session. Basically, there are two objectives of selected such topic. Normally, I'm used to share the cases, but today I have to share the practical approach. How I select the remedy and how to access over there. There are certain specific points which normally the patients are saying, but we can't understand it. Therefore, I thought it should be shared with you. So I'm going to go to the topic. First, I'm going to explain what is the difference, what is the meaning of this when we are using the words inference and interpretation in homeopathic point of view. Inference and interpretations. In homeopathy, both inference and interpretation are essential for accurately understanding a patient's symptoms and selecting the appropriate remedy. Here, how they differ and how they are applied in the context of homeopathic practice. Inference. Inference in homeopathy is a process of drawing conclusion about the patient's condition based on observed symptom and evidence. It's involved recognizing pattern and making educated guesses about the underlying issue. Inference definition: drawing conclusion from observed symptom and evidence. Observation: noticing specific symptoms and behaviors in the patients. Logical conclusion: using homeopathic knowledge to infer what these symptoms might indicate about the patient's overall condition. Examples: symptom of inference. The homeopath might infer that the child is constantly demanding to be carried and becomes irritable or inconsolable when put down, even no relief carrying when. What is the inference of this symptom? A child needing to be carried but continue to be irritable and uncomfortable. Even when picked up, this indicates that the act of carrying them does not provide the relief or comfort they seek. So the similar rubric is the carry desire to be amelioration does not. So this approach according to second protocol, we are saying triple P approach. Triple P means present, and prominent, predominant, and persistent. These are the triple P of word. And what is the interpretation? Interpretation involves explaining the meaning or significance of information within a specific context. It's about understanding the deeper implication or symbolism of something. Analysis involves examining the information in detail and understanding in its context. Explanation provide insight into what the information means and why its significant nature. Here is two words we are using: it detective reasoning. Detective, it is a detective, means reaching an answer process where the broadest principle or theories are applied to explain specific instance. What is the data? It's about the data or information means within the particular framework. Examples: data person read a poem about love and loss. For example, this is a data. A person read a poem about love and loss. What is the interpretation of this? You interpreted the poem is metaphor for the human experience of longing, love, patience, something. And loss is a metaphor of the heartbreak. Dil toot ke. So I interpreted this, only these words. A person who patient, when the patient he visited too, and he read the poem about love and loss. So what is the, why he read and what is read? What is the interpretation of this? So interpretation of this. So I took the here, this only these words. Dancing, love to. Dancing mean he was doing some tricks about the love, emotions. And second, I took this patient, this person is suffering from the lavaria, love. You need love sick. And third one is the affection, yearning for affection. Basically, he was wants to yearning, affections. And fourth one, now he is distorted, heartbreak, sadness, love from disappointed. When I collected 4 rubrics, the remedy comes carcinosum. You can see carcinosum is common in 4 words. This is the approach of feel, we can say, is the feel of the case. Now I'm going to here, I differentiate between inference and interpretation. Inference, basically there is a data of the patient, what are the patient are saying to you. And after this, we are using data pattern, we are analyzing, we are taking all the rubrics over there. Then we can conclude it, all the rubrics which are coming from the most important rubrics, and then we can come to the conclusion. This is an inference. A bottom-up approach uses specific premises to form a general conclusion. Conclusions are probabilistic. Its premises are true. Conclusion not always to be true. So it's not compulsory. It is true. It is not. We are not. It is not a compulsory. This data is a true or not true. These are 50%. But this is called the inference. Inductive data is the inference. And what is the another thing? Detective data. Detective. This is an interpretation. After this, we can interpret too. When the data has come to us and we can interpret it. Well, this is called a detective reasoning. Here is the first conclusion, second is experiment, and third is evidence. And top to down approach. Use general premises to form a specific conclusion. Conclusions are certain. Its premises are true. Conclusions are always true. This is the basically difference between this. Now I'm showing you a video such as about this. If you hear the voice, please.
No, sir, it's not audible.
Okay, okay. Just I'm going to tell you. Actually, what is the saying here? This person is talking with someone. He basically he's talking with his friend, and his friend is saying, "Your wife is too much taking the foods. Always she's taking. Always she's eating. Always she is eating." Basically, he's talking with his friend on the phone, and in front of his wife is also eating. So if now wife is, you can see the, just you cannot hear, but now she's a surprising, she's astonishing. This person is talking their friend's wife, and friend and his friend, and her wife, his friend's wife, she is still telling me he's not of taking the foods and all the time he's taking. Actually, if we inference of this data, so we can take the person is talking with his wife, with his friend's wife, and his friends telling him that he is taking a lot of diet, and he is suggesting something. If he took a lot of meat and then a lot of things, and he will become obese. But in front of her wife is sitting, his wife is sitting, and she's also taking. If we inference of this data, so you can narrate all the symptom what he is saying. But if you interpret the data, it means he actually is telling his wife, his own wife, you are taking too much, you are eating too much, and it is not a good thing. This is the interpretation. If you go to inference, then something else. Therefore, they are saying inference is not a compulsory. The data is 100%, is conclusion is the right. It's a 50%. But if you go to the go to the interpretation of the data, then it means this data is the mostly it is you can say it is a this is a probability, definitely it is a correct one. This is the basically meaning of this inference and interpretation. Normally we inference the rubric, but when we will apply it, there are two ways of applying over there. One is the directly, which you can take the triple P data, and after that you interpret it. And or you can directly interpret the data whole of the case. There is a two way. Generally, when we define some explaining the rubric, so we can say inference. Okay, this is a basically difference between inference and the interpretation. Now I'm coming to the rubrics. So I took the rubric carry desired to be. This is the main rubric. This having the sub rubrics, 33 rubrics, carry desired to be. This I took the rubric from synthesis repertory, Murphy, complete integrity, F repertory, Boning-Hassan repertory. So these are the 77 rubrics in carry desired to be carried. I have collected from the different rubric, different repertory. So what is the meaning of this carry desired to be? The refer to a person's thoughts, feeling, or emotions, and it's like what's going in someone's head. Carried mean when someone is carried, it means they are lifted and supported by someone. Means desire means wanting something, a feeling like you really want to do or have something. So what is the inference of this rubric? And means that something has a strong wishes or feeling like they want to be lifted up or supported by someone else. It's like they really want to taken or helped out by someone by their trust. It's like saying, I really want someone to pick me up and help me out. This rubrics helps homeopath understand person emotional and mental state, which can guide them in finding the right treatment or remedy to help them feel better. Basically, if you say in Urdu, another language in Hindi, मुझे दवाई दे दें. So when these are the versions of the patients, दवाई दे दे, क्यों दे दे, आगे then I'm going to say. Here is the rubrics. I took the rubric. These are the rubric point carry desire to be comfortable and cheerful. And these are the rubric carry desire to be carried fast and constantly carries. These are the 33 rubrics I mentioned over here. Now I'm coming to the first rubric. Carry desire to be comfortable and cheerful in mother's lap. What is the meaning of this rubric? Basically, Patient carried desire to, what is the inference of this? Carried desire to be comfortable and cheerful in mother lab means that someone really wants to help or support, feeling relaxed, happy, and safe, especially in their mother's arm or her lap. Goes. It's like they find a lot of comfort and joy from being close to them, close to their mom. I really want to cuddle up with my mom, feeling happy and safe. The mother is the, what is a mother? Mother is a powerful multi-faced symbol representing nurturing, protection, creation, emotional support, and a sense of home. This is the meaning of this rubric. If the patient say, so there are 10 medicines coming over there. What is the difference between these? Why these patients are uh, 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 they are lifted up and they want to go to the safe place? Why? Why Anthem Tart? Anthem Tart, why it says, if the patient directly when he visits to the doctor, he will say, give me the medicine. If it is at home, so he will go to the mother and say, I will say, go with the mother and in safe hands, are protective. It's not a compulsory. Mother is the can be father, mother can be auntie, mother can be place, mother can anything which can protect, nurtures, safe, home-like feeling. Basically, mother is a home-like feeling where you can feel in will secure feel. That is a mother. So why Anthem Tart? Anthem Tart child is restless, feel better by carrying and sitting up posture, feel he is dying and thus desire to be held. Basically, this patient is want to be very restless and he want to sitting up posture, feel is this patient say, I am dying. I need a support. So these are the rubrics which are the supporting carry desire to be carried sitting up, restless children and carried about relieved by being carry desire to be carried, emulation, delusion, water wades in water. What is the meaning of this wades? Wades mean they're walking in the water. So water, these are basically, when you walk in the water, you will feel comfortable. If you will feel, you cannot run over there. So this water, basically, the water is if you can see it, they are the they are the smoothing ends, soothing end. And this person is dying, holding or being held desired. Therefore, Anthem Tart want to be go to the mother's lab. This is the mother labs. Okay. So why bismuth? Great restless with anguish. Cannot keep still. Sit, then walk. Then lies down. Never long in one place. He sits, he walks. He lies down, but nothing brings him any ease and comfort. Solitude unbearable. Craves many, craves company. Child want to hold mother's land continually. Basically, this is the all the things are not. Passion is anger. What is the extreme stage of the restless, mental and physical? That is anguish. Passion is the restless, and even they are anguish, agony. So they're not. This is the basically you can see the if the child or the person who comes to you and they are this behavior like that. So and when the mothers go to the mother, he will feel relaxed. So I took the rubric anguish, restless with, anguish driving from place to place, restless with, clinging nurse to. Nurse, who is a nurse? Here he says the nurse who is a nurturing, who is a caregiver, holding mother hand, child constantly holding. Fear, phobias alone of being child want to mother to hold our hand, irritability, general restless. This is a reason why bismuth is desired to be lie in mother's lap or another is the chamomilla. Why chamomilla? Chamomilla is extremely irritable, restless, better by only arm in the carried by. So why these are the rubrics which are complements here, complementary. Carried desire to carried emulation, carried desire to caressed, restless children and carried about emulation being weeping, carried when quiet, only when carried a child. Carried fast, carried general fast. A patient demand, I want to relieve immediately. Therefore, carried and rocked. Patient wants they rock. Irritability children in carried must be. Tranquility carried on arm only. This patient is only in the arms. Restless children and carried about relieved by being calmness carried when patient is silent, when it's carried and dropped. Delusion collects all senses unable to. Basically, this patient is not, senses are not collected. Now he can collect when the in mother lives. Rocking desire to be rocked always. This patient demanded. You cannot sit it. When you are coming with a child, you cannot sit. Always you can take it like that. Okay. Now the sign. Because rocking desire and need for physical closeness and security that manifested the specific desire to be carried over the shoulder. This patient is demanding physical closeness, even not only closeness, but even give the extra care. Rocking desire to be rocked, rocking desire to be shoulder over, rocking desire to emulation, not but carrying does. Patient is not relieving, but patient says to carry what? Patient, if you carry it in chamomile, patient relieve. But this sadhana does not relieve. But he says, carry must. Delusion, criminal. Why? What is the behind this? Delusion, criminal, he is fear, night terror. Here is the one difference between sadhana and chamomile. Chamomile is extremely irritable. Sadhana is extremely obstinate. Stubborn. This is the main difference. Most likely, most of the rubrics, most of the, if you read the Materia Medica, both of the remedies, chamomile and sadhana, how you can differentiate between the major factor, that is the only one is the stubbornness. Stubbornness and obstinate is the sadhana, but irritability is if the patient is more irritable, that is a chamomile. If the child visit to you and you can ask your mother, is it is more irritable or more obstinate or stubborn? If she said, no, this child is more stubborn and obstinate, then you can differentiate between the both of them, easily can get the sign. Here is a gelsemium. Why gelsemium? Feeling of weakness, if not being able to cope with daily life, responsibility work. This is the basically core of this. Why they go to the mother's lips? Feeling of weakness of not being able to cope with the daily life and responsibility work. Why? Fear breathes away it takes. Fear fatigues with. Fear injure being traumatic shock in. Panic attack. Performance from upcoming. Fear falling off. Child hold the mother. Fear ordeal. Ordeal means the something before this happening and now it's come to you. Delusion, grave he is a very in grave. The condition of currently is like he's in grave. There's a snake in and around her. Dependent on other desire to bed, desire to remain. What is a bed? This patient is a bed, is a mother lake. Therefore, this Gelsemium wants to be go to the because feeling of weakness. This is the core of this. And why Kalikar? Kalikar basically confidence lack of. Why? Confidence lack of. Abyss behind him. Abyss means the something when you are in Kanara, where you're high, where you're well be murdered. Fear alone, desire mother lives. These are the real abyss behind. Murdered, well be murdered. Faint he would, figure seeing figure, old repulsive person. Delusion, bad journal, hard to be. Delusion, worm, creeping off. Rocking desire to be rocked. Company desire, sleep with parents, child desire to be. This is a sleep with company desire, sleep with parents, child desire to. Confidence, lack of want of self-support. And self company desire for these, yet treats them outrageously. Fear alone of being, desire of being alone, but afraid. Fear struck approaching him, of being struck by those. Fear for second of being children in. Fear consumption of. This is very important. Consumption. Fear consume. Patient feels I am being consumed. So here is the confidence lack, and therefore this person is want mother's lips. And another, why lycopodium? Lycopodium, delusion head separated from body, head is. Head and body, basically, both are something else. Head is the intellectual part and body is a supported part. This patient say, head separate what I am saying, but body is not doing. Delusion insulting with. Succeed, he does everything wrong, he cannot. Unfortunate he is. Delusion doom being तबाह हो गया है. Delusion unfit for the world he is. Fear continues. This fear is continuously running over there. Continuously. Therefore, he wants to mother's lips, safe place. And why phosphorus? Why phosphorus? Phosphorus basically, he says, his body is scattered about. Body was tossed about to get the pieces together. Body see Delusion seized his jam ho gaya. Then obsessed action of which he had not been guilty, accuse her of an obsess. Basically, what he not did it, but he was being excused. Fear earthquake, fear happen something well, fear recurrent, fear magnetized desire. So what is the bed of this patient? Due to this reason, patient goes to the mother lab. Why pulsatilla? It is a common medicine. Alone being always alone she is. Alone being belong to anyone she did not. Mera koi bhi nahi hai. Appreciated she is not. For second feeling. Careless desire all the time. Delusion strangers surrounded by. This is the basically she wants caressed all the time. And she says, I am why? Because I am in the between the stranger person all the world. I'm alone. They are not giving me the care. And therefore, she wants mother lab, safe place, protective place. And why Senicola? Senicola give away everything under them, give away. She says everything is give away. Delusion hated by others. She feels everyone is hate to me. For second is fear falling of child holds on the mother. Fear misfortune of fear attached, mind attached very mother to. Clinging take hand or part of mother well always. This is the basically why she goes to the mother end. Now another rubric is the very important is the carry desire to be fast. Why fast? Person meant this is the rubric is the second rubric. Carry desire to be carried fast. Person mental state involve a strong desire to quickly carried or held by someone else. This indicate a need for rapid support or reassurance, possibility to feeling of urgency, distress. Basically, मरीज ये चाहता है कि मुझे अभी ठीक करे, जल्दी ठीक करे. You patient says, मुझे जल्दी ठीक होना है. Why these are there are the 9 medicine upcoming this patient the patient who visited to you and say, Doctor Sahab, मुझे तो अभी ठीक होना है. So what is the meaning of this rubric? Why aconite? Aconite, why aconite says? If you know why of this, why you can ask the question, and if the patient will reply you, why I'm going to be care, why I'm to relieve immediately. So why? Aconite hurry for treatment. क्यों जल्दी ठीक होना चाहते हैं? Due to fear of death and desire fast relief and has brain in stomach. This is a very important thing. First, patient think that he may die. Number one. Therefore, want relief. And second one is a very important thing. This is a very important thing. His brain in stomach, or stomach become brain. Everything is comes from the stomach. That is actually brain. Brain goes to the stomach side. He thinking every thoughts comes from the stomach. Everything is come to when the person feeling, dying, talking, whatever he's saying. Basically, this is another rubric which will explain later on, but now I'm going to tell you it. Aconite single rubric. You can see a brain, stomach has brain in. Here you can see it. Delusion thoughts stomachs come from. Delusion stomach has a thoughts comes from. Delusion stomach acts were performed in. Okay. Mental acts are performed in. This is a very important core of this aconite. You can feel it. When you feel hungry or when you feel something, if your thoughts comes from stomach, your brain becomes stomach. Your brain become stomach and stomach become brain. And it means your thoughts are coming from the stomach, or stomach is not working as a stomach and it's working as a brain. And now you can see what the patient behavior over there. Basically, patient behavior is I am dying, I am something, give me relief immediately. He was talking about all the time about the stomach, all the time flatulence, all the time he's talking the I talking from 10 to 15 years, but flatus over there, I'm not feeling comfortable and like that. This is a basically aconites. I cannot eat these things. I cannot very carefully. I take it something, and I feel all the time. He will basically. Uh, you will observe over there. What is the when the person's stomach become the brain, and what ideas and what thoughts are coming over there, and you can observe over there. You will see it that is the aconite version. Okay, and that is why arsenic. Yeah, why are saying this? Now I'm going to immediately I have to relief. Why? Begging and threatening relief are. Please, begging. He will say like the beggars. कुछ कर दे like that. Clarity के साथ he will do. What is not a compulsory the person is a high rank or low rank, but he will talk like the beggars. Number two, agony anguish driving from place to restlessness. This person is here, always go here and there. What jewel he want to relieve. His pocket is full of the his medicines. His purse is full of the supplement, complement. His cupboard is full of the medicine. Number of the when he visited to you, he will when he visited to you. It means he will consult many doctors. If the first you doctor, another also, but Ayurvedic, homeopathic, allopathic, superstitious, whatever the Akeem, everyone he will visit over there. And even as mother says, take, you can take this one. Father says, and neighbor says, he will take it, everyone. But because abhi ka abhi theek hona hai, fear arrest of being, because this person says, I am being arrested. Arrest means the things are in not in control. This disease will be arrest me. Okay, this is a version of the arsenic alone. And why belladonna? Why belladonna? Belladonna gives us some time to you. For example, I wrote here in Hindi, सर थोड़ा जल्दी ठीक कर दीजिए, अगले वीक मेरी बेटी की शादी है. सर मेरा एग्जाम होने वाला है, महीने बाद मेरा एग्जाम होने वाला है, फलाउन है, मैंने बेटी की शादी में जाना है, मुझे 10 दिन 15 दिन आफ्टर चाहिए. This gives the time. What is the rubric over there? Rubric is a delusion awakened he is. Fright or alarm awakened in. What is the meaning of this rubric? Belladonna experience false belief or ideas when they suddenly wake up from sleep, feeling scared or panic. For example, they might wake up to a normal sound, but believe it's something terrifying, like an intruder or dangerous situation. Even if it's not true, this delusion can be very intense and distressing for the person. Experience them. Second one is the fear petrifying body well. What is the meaning of this? The rubric suggests someone who needs homeopathic remedy, belladonna, might experience a fear or anxiety related to idea of their body decaying or rotting. These fears could be intense and distressing, possibly leading to feeling or dread or discomfort about their physical well-being. This is the basic reason, and what the version of the patients when it comes to you, the doctor, he will say, "Doctor, give me the relief, give me the medicine, and I want to relieve, and therefore I have given that just after 5-10 days I have to go. In between this, I will want to whatever the problem, whatever the issue. Don't think so like that. Either is a what a chronic issue, is the acute issue, whatever the but patient people like talk like that. And Bromium, why bromium? Due to congestion in the life. What's the reason behind this? Mind congested of head with, delirium congestion with. Everything is congestion. Good, everything is over there. Congestions. I have congested mind due to congestion in life. Someone says this. I don't, I'm very confused over this. Life is too much congested. This why I want to equip with immediately. This is the bromium. Why chamomilla? Impatient की वजह से, बेसब्रा. Why impatience? Chamomile, why, if the patient comes to chamomile, patient says, I want to relieve immediately. Impatience, basically impatience. Both में सब्र होता है. Cannot wait it. Even doctor say, give me medicine immediately, now, immediately, cure me. Immediately, now. Why? This patient is impatient. Impatient, cure him at once. Doctors, impatient behavior, pain from. Impatient, slowly everything goes. Okay, this is the basically behind this rubrics and evidence over there. Why rust talks? Another rubric is a rust talks. Basically, rust talks, what it say? Rust talks, superstitious cases. Doctor, मुझे निकालो. Doctor, मुझे, I want to quit it from this situation because I was being chasm, being something. This person is a lot of superstition. ये superstition कुछ हो ना जाए. This is the rust talks reason. Social position खराब ना हो. ये बात है. Social position about. This is the only reason. Why Veteran want to relieve immediately? इसका भरम रह जाए. About social position. This is the reason of the Veteran. These are the 9 medicine I've shared up the fast. Now I'm coming to the rubric about this. Mind carried desire to be carried constantly. So this is there is a 9 medicine, or mind carried desire to be carried constantly means that the person always want to be held at sport. It's like to have a strong desire to wish to be lifted up or comforted by someone else all the time. In simple saying, I always want someone to hold me or support me. This rubrics help homeopath understand a person's emotional needs, which can guide them to finding a right treatment or remedy to help them feel better constantly. Okay, so another is a rubric. Now I'm going to explain. It's a lot of time needs, but I'm going to the important rubrics I explained over there in detail after every medicine. Mind carried desire to be carried and caressed. What is the meaning of this? Patients state that individual not only wants to be carried, but also desire to be caressed or touched lovingly while being carried. I suggested a deep longing for both physical and emotional reassurance and affection. Strong emotional need for support, comfort, and affection. They might desire to be held or embraced, seeking reassurance and tenderness from others. The emotional state could be characteristic of someone who is feeling vulnerable, sensitive, and dependent. This is the basically carried desire to be carried and caressed. Another rubric is the carried desire to be shoulder over. What is the meaning of this? Desire to be carried, need to for comfort. There is a 6 medicine. Reassurance, safety, it symbolizes a longing for closeness, connection, and nurturing care. Similar to seeking solace in the embrace of loved ones or seeking guidance from the trusted mentor. Another is the being carried over the shoulder can metaphorically represent an individual emotional state that where they seek refugee in the support and strength of others. It may signify a longing for someone to shoulder their burdens, provide guidance through difficult times, or often offer a sense of security in the face of challenge. Additionally, being carried over the shoulder can symbolize a desire for guidance, direction, protection, and life journey. It may signify a need for someone to lead the way, of, offers assistance in navigating obstacles, or shield from humans' way, reflecting a deeper longing for guidance and support in navigating life challenges. So here, another version I'm going to say the patient. Most of if the patient comes to you, he says, the uh, doctor asks him what you wanted. The patient says, doctor, it's up to you. Whatever you want to say. If you want to say give the tablet, it's okay. If you want to say go operation side, it's okay. It's up to you. What you do, I'm totally my case is over to you. and whatever you say, I will follow it. It is also version of it. Basically, this is the over shoulders, all the responsibility of the patients put on upon you. This is the here is a pedicina, portofilum, sternum, and stramonium. Care desired to be sitting erect. This is the basically here is a different medicine. So sitting erect. Care desired to be sitting erect. The individuals prefer to sit in upright position while being carried. This individual preferred to sit in upright position rather than being held in different posture, such as lying down or being cradled. So this carried, the patient says, please keep me sitting erect. This is the carried. Okay. So another is the carried desire to be carried amelioration. What is amelioration? To indicate the improvement relief symptoms. The behavior can occur in the individual, especially children who seek comfort and security through physical contact. Being held or carried can provide emotional reassurance and help alleviate distressing symptoms or emotion. If you want carry desire to carry amelioration means when you will say you will be okay and you will nothing to will be problems and this patient can feel comfort. Okay, this is the anthem and China's too. Okay, another is the gloomy, morose children and carry desire to be. What is the meaning of this? Children who needs feel sad or unhappy and wants to be held or carried by someone. This indicates a need for comfort and reassurance, like a child seeking comfort for caregiver when they are feeling down. Okay, this when the patient feeling down, they can giving her. This is the here is a very important. Basically, this here I mentioned benzoic acid. Benzoic acid basically gloomy, morose, and sadness, unhappy child, carries atopy, and irritability, fear, hurry, followed by hurried. Fear, hurry, followed by fear. Horrible things, sad stories, ailment, unpleasant things inclined to be developed. Vacuity feeling, there's an empty feeling in their mind. Therefore, this patient want to be carried from this such sadness, and his mind is sad and unhappy, and mind is a blank. Vacuum, vacant. Here is the rubric morning carried morning groaning children and carried are basically patient when I want to say this patient is low sounds and pain like that. Another rubric is the mind brain complaints. Carried desire to brain complaint is what is a brain complaint? The desire to be carried due to discomfort issue related to brain complaints, such as the headaches, other neurological symptoms. This the behavior can occur in individual experience significant discomfort from brain-related complaints, such as headache, neurological issue. The act of being carried provides physical comfort and emotional reassurance, helping to soothe their distress. Here is I mentioned about Naxmika. Why Naxmika? Naxmika, why this person brain complaint? What's the brain? Brain wavering, brain were revolving. This is a rubric. Delusion, brain wavering, brain were revolving. And what is the meaning of this? The specific delusion involves a sensation of brain being unstable or moving in revolving manner. It's vivid and unsettling perception that affect the individual's sense of stability and clarity of thoughts. What irritability, impatience, stress. They might be overworked, sensitive to external stimuli, and prone to digestive issues. This can occur in a situation of extreme stress, overwork, and substance abuse, like alcohol. I'm going to example. Sir, Tanesh sir is continuously attending the continuous conducting the seminar, webinars, day and night. And at that time, but just I'm going to example, sir, sorry, just apology and just going to give the example for the humor. So, and meanwhile, he's taking the tea, okay, and stimulant and tea and coffee and like that. Definitely, work is over there and time is engaging, cannot sleep properly, and all the time is working, they were in stimulants taking. Though at the end, after 1 or 2 or 3 days, cannot sleep properly and overwork. After that, and taking stimulant. So what's happened? Brain is wavering, stressed, irritability, overwork, digestive problem. These 3, 4 problems are when comes together. That is called mera. Someone, what I should do, what can I do? I'm very stressed and can't do it like that. This is a brain wavering. I'm very stressed. Basically, work over there, responsibility was there, and digestive work properly, secret, anger, basically, दिमाग थक गया, चूरा बन गया है, brain exhaust, fully exhaust. This is a basically wavering of brain, revolving of the brain. And why this word Naksmika says, carry desire, you can take the rubric, carry desire to be carried, brain. This is a brain complaint, okay? Another rubric is carry desire to be carried slowly. Here is a very beautiful rubric, slowly. There is a two medicine, in the medicine, pastilla and sulfur. And another, in children, carry desire to be slowly, ferrum fast and pastilla. What is the inference of this strong desire for slow and gentle comfort sport? Basically, this patient demand very slowly. I'm waiting, no problem. It will not injure me. It will not discomfort me. Uh, Especially the patient says, Doctor साहब इस medicine की complication तो कोई नहीं है. Problem तो कोई नहीं है. There is any complication. कोई problem तो नहीं होगा. If I take something, if there is any complication, any problem over there. This is a specific patient say, so there is any complication, any problems, because I don't want to be injured. I don't want to be problem, take any problem. Why? Here is a rubric, fear labor of approaching. Labor means there's, it says there are efforts. It may not great efforts when approaching over there. When you will take the medicine, it will give other effort, fatigueness, efforts over there. This patient is fear of this, and therefore he demands. कोई बात नहीं, 2-3 महीने बाद भी ठीक हो जाओ, कोई आस्ता आस्ता ठीक करना है. प्रॉब्लम की कोई जल्दी की नहीं है. जल्दी का ऑपोजिट इज ऑपोजिट ऑफ द फास्ट. ग्रेजुअली ठीक होना है, कंफर्ट, धीमे से, आराम से, जल्दी कोई नहीं, आराम आराम से. This is a very important fear labor of approaching. There are three medicines, semicirrhosis, gelsemium, and pastilla. They demand labor means here is a fatigueness, efforts. Here other is a carry desire to fondled. Fondled means, what is the meaning of fondled? Fondled means when Zarek, affectionately and carelessly they are doing. This patient प्यार से पेश आए. कैरी डिजायर टू केयरिस्ट, आराम आराम से दवाई भी दे, आराम आराम से, एंड केयरिस्ट भी करें. Delusion pull, here is a very important rubric. Here is, what is the insecurity with it? Delusion pull out her leg, a little gray man wanted to. What is the meaning? Patients feel put out her leg. They are put out her leg. A little gray man wanted to. What is the meaning of this? Only Pastilla says. Why it says? Basically, this patient is says there is three meaning. One is a pull out her leg, means she is talking jokingly. Number one. Number one, insecurity, uncomfortable. Number three, she also say playful way. For example, I'm going to a simple example of this. Pastilla can talk like that. Patient says, I want to relief. If I have not relief, if you will give any complication over there, if there is a labor over there, if I take the medicine, if I go to the surgery, and it will definitely, what will happen to me? And definitely it may not damage me, it may not complication to me. And हमारे नेबर में वो जो बंदा सामने नहीं है, छोटा सा लिटिल ग्रे मीन्स कि आम सा बंदा, नौकर, कोई बंदा ऐसे सर्वेंट, ऐसा ना हो कि मेरी टांगे उठा ले. इस तरह she can talk like that. Pastilla can say insecurity, playfully, and like that. Pull out our leg. There are 3-4 meanings of this. Playfully, insecurity, टांगे.
Excuse me, sir. Hello. Hello. Javed Akhtar sir, I think there is some internet trouble. Hello.
Hello, hello. Can you
Sir,
hear me? Okay.
yeah, you can continue now, but we have only 10 more
Okay.
minutes.
Okay, tell me. Tell me about, because so there is a lot of slide, but I'm going to conclude over there. I have taken to 5 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay,
5 or
okay,
10
sir.
minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, delusion pull out our legs. A little gray man wanted. Basically, Pastella very insecure inside. And she playfully, she jokingly, and she can insecurity, she share over there. I feel like that. And therefore, I want slowly treatment. Slowly mean that not will be harm me, that not complicate me, that not might be. This is the basically version of this. And therefore, Pastella demand carry desire to be created slowly. And another is the sitting up, carry desire to be sorry, carry desire to be carried up. And children, there is another anthem tart and pastilla in children. And why sitting up? This means being in an upright position, like which you are sitting straight with your back on leaning into anything. So putting it all together, carried desire to be carried. Sitting up means suggests that the person's mental state and emotion connected are to being held or supported in journal sense while sitting upright. In simple means, it's like saying I feel better or different when I am being supported while sitting up or straight. And why Anthem Tart? You might have seen it that Anthem Tart, when he was lying and his cough is more, and he always sitting. In sitting condition, he will feel it. He can, when he says, when I lie down, it make it's a problem. Please hold me in sitting condition. Okay, so therefore, this patient, especially anthem tart, his breathing problem, cough, whatever over there, when he lie down, he will problem. So therefore, this patient says, carry desire to carry relieved by sitting up. And here the other rubric is the carry desire to weakness from. This is a very important rubric I'm going to share. Weakness. What is the meaning of weakness? Carried patient says that the desire to carry specifically because the person feels weak and seek comfort or support. The desire to be driven by the sense of weakness. This individual may feel physically weak, tired, or emotionally fragile, leading them to seek the security of being held. Why? I'm going to explain. There are two medicines: anthem-tart and madronine. Anthem-tart, as you know, basically there's a cough and breathing problem. Well, why madronine is complicated? Driving desire for driving fast. This patient says, I want driving. Drive means that there's your work, whatever he's doing, very fast he's doing. Number one. Hurry occupation in desire to several things at once. Number two. Number three, hurry occupation in desire to several things at once. Finish any but cannot due to weakness. Playing desire to play night. This is not a over play. This is a playful. Something wrong wala playful. Wild feeling in head, sexual desire from suppression of. Desire anxious full of. Amusement desire for night. Drugs. This patient basically, when the madronium comes, he used to say, Doctor Sahab, for the erection, for one something, give me better. I'm feeling weakness. Give me medicine. For the it's a compulsory, whatever the medicine, whatever you are given, it should become uh, properly. Wild feeling in my mind, I will do. Another is drug desired psychotropic drugs. What is the sexual drugs, all the psychotic drugs, whatever you have given, there is a psychotropic drug. Another, now this patient also say to you, delusional people say come. The things that he most likely say, वो जो मेरी दोस्ती है ना लड़कियां या लड़के वो मेरे already they are calling me. This is the wording of this. And another say, delusion woman beside, और लड़कियां तो मेरे पास ही होती है ना, इसका issue कोई नहीं है. Therefore, this patient says, carried is a weakness from. When the patient says like this version, you can use this rubric, carried desire to be carried, weakness from. Okay, there are a lot of slides over there, but however, basically 5 minutes I'm going to give. Thank you, all of you. Please, thank you. Now you can, I give the question over there. If you have a time, I have a lot of slides over there. Inshallah, next lecture.
Yeah, we have time. We can take another
5 minutes over there. 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes more. If you have any questions, you can ask question regarding the topic. And if it is
I have
not
100 slides over there. I have 100 slides. Just I've shared, I think 20 slides. Okay.
Please raise your hand if you have questions, and we'll ask.
If you have a questions, you can ask it. If you don't have a question, I go to the slides.
AJ, I don't know.
Hello, this is Adil Jamshed. I'm the student of Dr. Javed, and another brilliant lecture by him. I just want to ask if a person wants not to trouble himself and just want to get cured, यानी मुझे मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ती और मुझे ठीक होना चाहिए without making much effort, वो किस rubric में आएगा? Thank you very much.
Carry desire to for the lecture. Thank you. Actually, this rubric comes into the carry desire to get it slowly. I don't become the efforts over there. If there is any labor over there, any fatigueness, any complication, to carry desire to carry it slowly. This is what you are saying. This is a version of the carry desire to carry it slowly. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Adil. And someone have already raised the hand. Okay, now Dr. Muhammad Ali, you can unmute yourself and actually.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Today, once again, a very nice session by IFPH organized globally with really a very beautiful and study platform to promote homeopathy. And this session today, we learn about basic about case taking. Case taking is a very, very important tool for diagnose a case. And I am appreciate to Dr. JAVED AKHTAR, which deliver a very nice and learning session for IFPH. And I appreciate the forum of appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ali.
Thank you, Doctor. And we have 2 minutes, I think. Dr. Tansila has already raised the hand, and if you have question, means you can ask. Then we'll go to Dr. Danesh. If you have question.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doctor. And same like always we are more and a lot of learn from Sir Javed. And today, really, I wonderful to hear that one rubric with a lot of medicine explanation, wonderfully and exact pure homeopathy. So I always thanks to my Sir Javed, especially with a wonderful learning and exact understanding of the medicine. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Dr. Tansila. And one more thing I wanted to tell you, the participants, when you are asking question, please open your cameras because we get to know each other. Anyway, we are not seeing directly, even though the face will be familiar to everyone. So please, if you can, please open the cameras to know each other. And now it is 59 and 1 minute for Dr. Danesh. Dr. Danesh and Dr. Ram Parvesha.
It's really an excellent session. Nothing more to add because the time is there, and the beautiful explanation and beautiful case taking, and all in all, how to find the simillimum in the shortest possible way. But by study, by the knowledge of this rubric, really hit the correct ball into the wicket, and that you really took the wicket shortly in the correct ball itself. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Dinesh, sir. Thank you,
And
sir.
one word from Dr. Ram Parvesh also, then we'll move to the Malayalam session. And Dr. Javed Akhtar, how many slides we have covered now?
Only, I think, the 20 slides.
Yeah, so we'll take 2-3 session the same topic. Okay. Dr. Ram
I have
Parvesh.
shorted this. Actually, I have shorted but not
yeah.
actually. If I go to the only 5 to 3, 4
No
slides.
problem. For us, it's not a problem. We can continue. Dr.
Okay,
Ram
okay.
Parvesh,
Thank you.
please say a word,
sir.
then we'll move to Malayalam.
Sir, your audio is off, sir, please. Your
Please
audio is off.
unmute yourself. Okay.
Sir, again off. Again off. Sir, your audio is again.
Okay, now you are.
Thank you, Dr. JAVED AKHTAR, sir. Very nice, wonderful session. Single rubrics, mind,
Sir.
carried desired to rubrics, mind. Here it is the very, very thanks.
Thank you, sir. I'm not saying more words because all the participants said more, their words and happiness said more than my thanks. Even though on behalf of IFPH, thank you, Dr. Javed Akhtar, and thank you all the participants. And now we are moving to Malayalam session. I am inviting Dr. P. Shaila for moderating Malayalam session. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.